WAN 2.2 image to video tutorial for beginners. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll be guiding you step by step on how you can get started with WAN 2.2. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at how you can get started with it. What really stands out about WAN 2.2 is the balance it strikes. It's not just about creating hyper-realistic videos, but also about intelligently interpreting data and combining multiple elements together in a seamless way. Often with video generation, you'll notice that when objects or people interact, the motion can look a little unnatural, maybe glitchy or even choppy. But with this new version, those issues are reduced significantly. The movements look smooth, the interactions feel natural, and overall it creates a much more harmonious and lifelike video. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at how you can get started with it. The first thing you'll need to do is head over to the official website, which is WAN.video. Once you're on the homepage, look towards the top right corner. You'll find the option to either sign up or log in if you already have an account. This is also where you'll be able to purchase credits or go for a subscription plan depending on what works best for you. Now, they do offer multiple plans, so you'll have some flexibility. If you're just looking to test it out, you can purchase credits for one-time use. But if you're planning to use WAN 2.2 regularly, then a subscription will definitely be more cost-effective. Once you've set up your account and chosen a plan, the next step is to go into the Generate section on the left-hand side menu. Inside this section, you'll see a workspace where you can start building your videos. This is where all the creative magic happens. We'll go into the generation process in more detail, but before that, make sure to stick around until the end of this video because I'll also be discussing the pricing options in depth so you can decide which plan is the right fit for you. Now, I want to shift our focus to something slightly different, converting a static image into a dynamic video. This is one of the most exciting features of WAN 2.2 because it allows you to take a still photo and bring it to life with realistic movements and cinematic effects. To begin, go down to the bottom of your prompt box and select Image to Video. This option is specifically designed for transforming photos into moving visuals. Once you've selected it, the next step is choosing the model you want to work with. For this demonstration, I'll be using their latest model, which is optimized to create a film-like quality with smooth and delicate motion. This makes a huge difference if you're aiming for videos that look natural and professionally animated. After choosing the model, click on Add Image. At this point, you'll be given two options. You can either pick from images in your history, if you've already uploaded some before, or you can upload a brand new image directly from your device. For the purpose of this video, I'll upload a simple image from my device. The reason I'm going with a basic picture is so that I can show you how even a plain still photo can be turned into something creative and engaging when brought to life. Once the image is uploaded, you'll see it appear in the workspace. Now here's where things get interesting. You can describe the desired dynamic process that you want the AI to apply to your image. Let me show you the image I've uploaded so you can follow along. In this case, I want the camera to zoom out, while at the same time, the woman in the image begins walking. As the video plays out, the camera slowly pans outward, and the woman naturally walks toward the stairs. I'm keeping this example fairly simple because I want you to see how even with minimal instructions, the system can generate something that feels cinematic and lifelike. Once that's done, you'll also notice that you have 3 more options available for further customization. By clicking on the filters icon, you can choose between Generate with Credits, which lets you directly produce the video, Inspiration Mode, which helps you refine or draw new creative directions for your project, and Sound Integration, which allows you to add audio to enhance the final output. These options make the process more flexible and give you the ability to control how your final video turns out. At this stage, you'll also notice that you can toggle different options on or off depending on what you want for your video. For now, I'm going to move forward and continue with our image to video process using the latest WAN 2.2 model. One really useful feature here is that the platform shows you an estimated creation time. I personally think this is a great addition because not many other popular AI models provide this. With other tools, you're often left waiting without knowing whether your video will take 30 seconds or several minutes to process. But here, you get a clear idea of how long you'll need to wait, which makes the workflow much smoother. Another thing I appreciate about WAN 2.2 is that once you generate a video, you also have the ability to reuse and rerun the same prompt. Depending on your generation settings, in some cases, you can even rerun without spending additional credits. That's a big plus, especially if you're testing out different creative directions and don't want to waste resources. So, after waiting for the estimated time, our video has now been completed, and just like that, you can see the result on the screen. The woman in the image is now walking naturally toward the stairs. What's really impressive here is how accurately the system understood the original image. Not only did it animate the walking motion, but it also blended the stairs seamlessly into what looks like castle architecture. The entire shot feels cohesive, smooth, and cinematic, something I really appreciate about this model. Once your video is generated, you'll see the option to download it. If you're on the Pro plan, you can download your video with a watermark. But if you'd prefer a completely clean version without a watermark, you can upgrade your plan and unlock that feature. On the right-hand panel, you'll also find additional controls. Here you can reuse the same prompt but experiment with different models or adjust your overall settings. This flexibility is really useful if you want to compare outputs without starting completely from scratch. Now, let's talk about organizing your work. If you directly generate videos, everything is stored under your main Generate tab, which can get cluttered very quickly. To keep things clean and easy to manage, you can head over to the Projects section. From there, simply click on New Project to create folders and organize all your generated videos in one place. This is especially helpful if you're working on multiple concepts or client projects at the same time. Before we move forward, I want to quickly show you another example of video creation, this time using a slightly different setup. With their two-frame option, you can upload both a starting and an ending image, and the model will generate a continuous animation that smoothly connects the two. Now, do keep in mind that this feature is currently available only with the WAN 2.1 model, not 2.2. Still, it's a powerful tool when you want to create a flowing transition between scenes without actually having a video clip in between. Now, one important thing to keep in mind is that the 2.2 model is not yet available across every function within the platform. You won't be able to use 2.2 for those just yet. At the moment, its capabilities are primarily limited to general image-to-video and text-to-video generation. So while it is incredibly powerful in those two areas, just remember that for more specialized effects, you may need to switch back to version 2.1. With that said, let's move on to another example of image-to-video creation, this time with a much simpler setup. Instead of building a big cinematic sequence, I'm going to show you how you can create a subtle yet effective animation out of a studio photo. For this example, I'll be using a very basic image from one of my studio shoots. As you can see in this photo, the woman is displaying lipstick. So what I want to do is take this static image and bring it to life by making it appear as though she's actually posing and showcasing those swatches in motion. First, I'll upload the image and then confirm it. Next, I'll give the system a simple prompt describing the dynamic process I want. In this case, I just want the camera to capture her arm as she shows the swatches in a natural way, almost like a beauty demo clip. Nothing overly complex, just a clean, realistic movement. Once the instructions are set, I'll proceed and let the model generate the result. Now the system is processing, and as you can see on the screen, the video is almost complete. And there we go, it's done. The output looks really good. The woman is clearly displaying the swatches on her arm and even posing in a way that feels quite natural. The overall motion is smooth, and the background blends in seamlessly with the subject, which is something I really appreciate about 2.2. That being said, there is one small detail worth noting. The swatches on her arm came out a bit inconsistent. While this isn't a deal breaker, it does highlight the importance of being precise with your prompts. What I could do here is simply rerun the generation and specify the exact number of swatches I want to appear. Alternatively, I could also direct the model to either animate the swatching action itself or simply display the final swatches without showing the motion. Even with that small imperfection, the end result still looks very professional, and it's a strong example of how WAN 2.2 can take a single static photo and turn it into a polished moving video. And remember, it doesn't stop there. If instead of generating a video you want to start by creating brand new images, you can do that as well. Just head down to the bottom menu, select Image, and begin creating directly within the platform before moving on to Image to Video. Once you've created your images, you can easily convert them into videos, all within the same platform. Now, you might be thinking, since this model is so realistic, versatile, and fast, it's probably really expensive. But the truth is, it's actually very affordable. To give you an idea of how the pricing works, let's break it down. With the basic plan, you can get 300 credits per month for just 65 cents. On average, this is enough to generate between 30 to 60 videos, depending on how complex your prompts are. Next, there's the premium plan, which costs $29 per month and gives you 1,200 credits. This plan is perfect if you're producing content more regularly and need a bigger allowance. If you don't want to commit to a subscription, you also have the option to buy credits separately. For example, you can purchase 150 credits for $5 or 300 credits for $10. Another really cool feature is that they even allow you to purchase gift cards. So if you're collaborating with friends or family, you can all share access and work on one together. And here's the best part. If you decide to go with yearly billing, you'll save 50%, bringing the cost down to around $5 per month. Right now, their Pro plan is discounted at $6.50 per month instead of the regular $10, which makes it an even better deal. Plus, you can cancel anytime, so you're not locked in. Just keep in mind that the first month of a yearly subscription is non-refundable after activation. So overall, for the level of quality and realism you're getting with WAN 2.2, the pricing is extremely reasonable, especially compared to other tools on the market. That brings us to the end of this tutorial. I hope you guys found this walkthrough helpful. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. And if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to drop them in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences with WAN 2.2. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.